My concern for what people think about me. Just hear myself say that, I feel like changes my my the way I hear myself talk. So I'm making this video because I made a video yesterday. Do I look pale? Do I look like I need to shave? Am I too concerned with what people think about me? So I made a video yesterday where I basically gave up my concern for what people think about me. This was my mother talks to you while she puts together her new solar system, which was kind of a joke. It's not really a joke, but it's like, I mean, there's a pun in that, but the pun doesn't really make any sense. Because what is the pun? Is it solar system? What is a solar system? Solar system is, a sun with planets that revolve around it. Is that what I'm putting together? Am I putting together a sun and a bunch of planets? Is that what my solar system is that I'm putting together? I don't know. I don't know. Don't people call it that though? They say I got a solar system put on my house. I don't know what people call it. I don't know what people call it. There's a part of me that says the idea of being a woman, one of the ideas is to be beautiful, to be alluring, and to seduce people to the good side. You hear people talking about being seduced to the dark side. You don't hear too much people talking about being seduced to the good side. Isn't that kind of what women do though? They seduce people to the good side. They get men to fall in love with them, and the men are like, "Oh, there's something sacred about this. I feel like I'm getting closer to God." Something like that. But in that video, I wasn't being alluring at all. I was almost intentionally being obnoxious. It was like, I'm just going to talk in the most just ridiculous way I think I can. Maybe it wasn't the most ridiculous, but maybe I could have done a better job of being ridiculous. But I woke up this morning. I hadn't posted the video yet. I'm making this one before I posted that one, so here I'm talking about the title of it. I haven't even put it up yet. I think I just put it together. I use a Premiere Pro because the video ended up being like 5 clips just from my phone, the way my phone works. Anyways, I don't want to have to repeat that every time I make a video about the limitations of using my phone as a video camera. But I just got done putting it together around 1:30 in the morning last night. I went to sleep, woke up this morning and thought, I don't know if I can post that video. I don't know if I want to upload that video. I think I might just delete it. Just throw it, put it in the trash. I like that the delete button is a trash icon, because that's when I thought about that video. That's what I thought. I thought, this is a piece of trash. But is that just evidence? The whole idea, not the whole idea, one of the ideas I presented in the video was that as an artist, you have to get over your concern with what people think about you. That doesn't mean just the bad stuff, but even the good stuff. It's like when you create, if you're creating something because you want applause, that is it's like a block. it's like it's a filter on your self expression. I talked in another video about I don't think I've uploaded it yet either. About my attachment to manhood and how my attachment to manhood manifested in my life as my self consciousness. That as a child I was very self conscious, very inhibited, unexpressive. I was not. If if you were to ask people about me as a child, they would say, "Yeah, you never expressed yourself." And I'm unzipping my pants, folks, because I got an itch. It's kind of hot, and it's like sweaty and that kind of thing, and it's like I got a fungus or something. But this has been something that's been going on for my entire life. The borderline personality disorder diagnosis, that tentative diagnosis that I've been given, along with the fear of abandonment, is a need for validation. That people with this condition, this disorder, whatever you want to call it, they are debilitatingly dependent on validation. Debilitatingly dependent. That's the word I put in there. I said I added that debilitating because I think what I read didn't say it that way. But what do I mean by debilitating? I mean it's a block. That's what I mean. It's like it's like a way to cripple yourself. If you're an artist, if you want to express yourself, if you even want to live creatively. On my hand, I have fungus juice all over my fingers, and I'm running it through my nice beautiful wig. Nice beautiful wig. So if you ever see me and you think I really want to run my fingers through your beautiful wig, I suggest maybe you put on some gloves or something. Yeah, I woke up feeling a little bit down, kind of just like I'm a goof, I'm a retard, that sort of thing. And I think part of it was because I thought that ridiculousness. I mentioned this in the video. What I felt like was that kind of ridiculous way that I was acting that's actually me. Like I'm just ridiculous, I can't take myself seriously. Nobody's ever gonna take me seriously. I mentioned this in that video, and this has been something that's been going on for years. Like I said, ever since I was a kid, I had this block. This thing that said you can't be yourself. It's not safe to be yourself. People are gonna judge you. They're gonna reject you. And I would say that I've gotten better over the years. I definitely have gotten better. And when I say that I've gotten better, I mean that I'm kind of slowly getting over my concern with what people think about me. Slowly, very slowly. But like even today, like I said, I woke up and just thought, I can't post that video. If I leave it up there for the rest of my life, it's going to be like a stain on my image for the rest of my life. And I think about someone like Michael Jackson or these Catholic priests who get charged with child molestation, and maybe they didn't do it because maybe Michael Jackson just had that reputation for being a weirdo, and people probably thought he kind of looks like he might be a pedophile. I think what I'll do is I'll let my kid go to his house, and then and then we'll charge him with what was he charged with molestation? I don't know, but I think about people like that and people who have to live with these stains on their image. And so far, I feel like I've been doing okay with it. I mean, just the whole trans thing. If I like when I think about what other people think about when they think about me being trans, I just feel like if you have a problem with it, it's because you might be some kind of retard. Maybe retard is not the best way to put it. You might have a block. You might have a block. Something something is in the way. Is it your attachment? Maybe you're attached to your manhood, or you're attached to your identity in a way that makes it seem ridiculous. That just to think that you might not be the gender you think you are. But part of the reason I'm making this video too is because I was here on Facebook a minute ago going through like I belong to a few transgender groups on Facebook, and when I look at a lot of the posts from trans people on the in the groups, what a lot of it is I'm not getting validation from other people. I'm not getting validation from other people. One of the posts I saw said something like, "I'm tired of Christians telling me I'm an abomination and I'm going to hell." And I thought, why do you care what the Christians say? You know, if they're a member of your family, maybe that's important. But if you're just walking down the street and some Christian says you're an abomination, you know what I think when I see somebody like that? I think you are an abomination. God looks at you and thinks, what the heck? What was I thinking? That's what God thinks. God says, how did these little cretins get into the mix? Yeah, God doesn't say that, right? God loves everybody. God is pleased with everybody. God does not judge. Well, no, I'm sorry. God does judge. I can't remember. How does it go? God doesn't judge. God. Love is blind, right? Look, so God doesn't look at you. God doesn't pay no attention to you. Isn't that how it goes? Love is blind. I can't remember how this story goes. How does this story go? Love is blind. So if I make a video and act like a retard in the video, I shouldn't hesitate to upload it. Is that right? Because love is blind, and my love for myself is blind too, and it just overlooks everything. It just says fuck. I'm overlooking this shit because I love you. You are my darling. My darling girl with the mustache. My darling girl with the mustache. Look at that mustache. It is the most beautiful mustache I have ever seen. I mean, I burp in a lot of my videos too. But is being a woman, does that mean being like I said, like you gotta be like a living work of art? Do I need to be a living work of art and just be like, when people look at me, they say, oh my God, look at that living work of art. That is the Word made flesh. That's what it means when the Bible says that the Word became flesh. It means that Jesus himself was a living work of art. He was the instrument. God is an artist, and Jesus was his instrument. And Jesus, he just like danced everywhere he went. He was just dancing the whole time. It's when he spoke, his words all were like just like a musician live performance. Every time, everything he did, just every second of every day, he didn't burp or have a mustache or whatever like that. His hair was beautiful. His hair was just immaculate. His makeup always looked good. Always on point with the makeup. He never looked like a dirty hippie. People say Jesus was a dirty hippie, but that can't be right, because how can the Word made flesh be a dirty hippie? Am I being judgmental? Am I imposing my prejudices? Am I imposing my prejudices? My concern with what other people think. My concern with what with my concern. I'm a little bit afraid. Sometimes I think I'm a little bit afraid to take my own self seriously, because I kind of feel like if I take my own self seriously, I'll end up like Jesus. People will want to nail me to a cross. They'll be like, "You can't do that. We told you you're supposed to treat yourself like a joke. You are a joke. You're supposed to treat yourself like a joke. You're not a child of God. That's fucking ridiculous. That is ridiculous to think you're like a child of God or something. And you should take yourself seriously and be a living work of art. That's retarded. Ain't that how it goes? Is that what the dream meant? I had a dream when I was a kid that a bunch of adults were angry with me, and they were chasing me. It was the first time I ever had a dream that I could fly. And I didn't really fly. I walked on air is what happened. I was a little kid. I was probably 9, 10 years old, and I had this dream that a group of adults, like a bunch of teachers or I don't know what they were. I don't know who they were. But they're angry with me and they're chasing me, and I just start walking up stairs that are like in the middle of the air that they can't walk up. And eventually I'm high above them, just kind of walking on air. And they couldn't get me. Was that a prophetic dream? Was that an indication of my future, or was people already angry with me when I was a kid because I was? Why would they be angry with me when I was a kid when I wasn't expressing myself? Ain't that why they were angry with Jesus? Because he was expressing himself, and they said, "You can't express yourself like that. You can't be confident. You can't be confident. That's not allowed. The Bible doesn't say you can be confident. The Bible says you got to be submissive to the law. Be submissive. Be a piece of shit." That's what Jesus had to tell them. Tell them, Jesus. The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. What does that mean? That's how he responded when they criticized him, because his disciples were working on the Sabbath. And they said, man was made for the Sabbath, not the other way around. Jesus, you are dangerous. You are dangerous. Man was made for the Sabbath. I think they probably, if we went back in time, we would see that they were calling Jesus a retard. They say, "This guy is a retard. This goddamn, he thinks he's the shit." Then that's why they nailed him to the cross. If you ever read the Bible, people say he got nailed to the cross for claiming to be the Son of God. That's not actually, Jesus never said that. Basically, they nailed him to the cross because they got the impression that he thought he was the shit. Because apparently thinking you're the shit is a kind of narcissism. It's like a mental disorder, you know? That's what they would have said about Jesus. They said, "This guy is a total narcissist. He thinks he's just fantastic." Because there's something wrong with that. If you think you're fantastic, what the fuck? You got a mental disorder. You're living in delusion. You're delusional if you think you're fantastic. The correct way to look at yourself, the mentally healthy way to look at yourself, is to look at yourself as a piece of crap. You are a ridiculous piece of crap. That is the mental. If you go to a mental health therapist, that's the proper way to look at yourself. That you're a piece of crap. Actually, they won't say that. But if you tell them that I think I'm fantastic, they'll say, "Oh, you got a problem. You are delusional." I don't know that. I'm saying that because I watched a lady talking about narcissism, and that was the way she was describing narcissism. Is like narcissistic people think they're great. I'm like, what's wrong with thinking that you're great? I made a post on Facebook once a long time ago. I said something about dating myself. I said something like, "I think I would date myself," and this girl commented. She said, "You are so full of yourself." And I said, "You wouldn't date yourself?" And she's like, "Oh yeah. I think I see what you mean." But that it's like I'm like a wild animal or something. I'm like a bull. I'm a bull, and the world is sitting on my back. The world, the opinions and the prejudices, the opinions and the prejudices of the world are on my back, and I'm like, get off my back, get off my back, get off my back. Oh man. And what is the logical conclusion that I'll come to once the world is off my back? Will I come to the logical conclusion that I'm a piece of shit? I'm a piece of shit. I am a piece of shit. Or will I come to the conclusion that, like, hey, I'm like some kind of deity or something. I'm like some kind of what the... It's like my view has been expanded, and all of a sudden it's like I see it's like I'm standing a mile over the earth. I'm like how am I like I'm floating on air. I'm sitting up here in the clouds, just like because I don't have the weight on me. All that weight is gone. Oh, was it all just the world the whole time? Did I have the world on my shoulders the whole time? Was that all it was? The opinions and prejudices of the world were on my shoulders all this time. And I said, get off my back. Get off my back. And then I just started floating. Like a fucking spaceship. Up into the heavens. Is that how you ascend into the heavens? Is that why religion, they talk about people ascend into the heavens? Because is that what Jesus did? He said, get off my back. Get off my back. Get off my back. You know what? I have the divine logos inside of me. The divine logos, that's what Jesus said. Actually, he didn't say that. That's what the Bible said. The Bible said that he was the logos made flesh, the word made flesh. So that means he had the logos inside him. Do you have the logos inside you? What does it mean, the logos? The logos, not the Legos, not those little brick things that you play with when you were a kid to build little houses and spaceships and stuff like that. Not those things, but the logos. You have the logos inside you. What does that mean to have the logos inside you? Does that mean you're great? Does that mean you have potential to change the world? Are you like Superman? Are you gonna just take on the world and say fuck? Well, you shouldn't say fuck you, world, because you're gonna do it with love in your heart, right? You're gonna be like, come on, world, give me your best. Give me your best. I love you. I love you no matter what you throw at me. I love you no matter what you throw at me. I can take it. I can take it because I'm Superman, right? Am I? Is that the divine truth that I'm Superman, that I can take whatever the world throws at me? Because I love the world no matter what. Because I'm blind. I can't. You throw punches at me, I don't even see them coming because it don't matter. It don't matter. I can't see them coming because I don't need to. It don't affect me. Or does it? Does it hurt? If you told me I was a loser and a ridiculous, if you told me I was ridiculous, you'd say you a joke. You are a joke. Would I be hurt? Depends on who you are, for one. If the love of my life told me that, I think I might go kill myself. But I would also think that she's not telling me the truth. I think the truth is she loves me. But maybe she sees herself as a joke, and the thought of dating a trans woman is just unthinkable to her because she's weighed down by the opinions and prejudices of the world, and she's down here like this saying, I can't date a trans woman. I can't date a trans woman because people will think that I'm a joke. I'm a joke. I can't date a trans woman. So I'm not making fun of her. I don't mean to anyways. That maybe a part of me is, but because I was a little bit angry when she said she would not date a trans woman. I asked her that, and she said no. So, do I need to get over that? Do I need to does her opinion of me, does it shape my identity, my definition of who I am? Her opinion of me, does she have a low opinion of me? She said she thinks I'm crazy. I told her I was diagnosed with mental illness, but I don't know that means I'm crazy, because I think maybe I have a little bit more clarity than some people who are not diagnosed with mental illness. I think one of the reasons why I'm diagnosed with it is because I talk about stuff like that, you know? I think if half the people in my life were to go to a therapist and be honest with the therapist would probably say, yeah, you have a mental illness. Does that sound like jealousy or something? Does that sound like resentment? Maybe. What is the religious significance of water? Why is water significant in religion? I don't know. I like water because it's transparent. Something about being transparent that just makes me happy. Water's transparent, clear, and it has no taste. No taste whatsoever. No taste whatsoever. But what is this? If you were to list the top most important ingredients in your body, how would you do it? Because some of them, it's like without one, you couldn't have a body. So how would you list the most important? I don't know if it's possible to list the most important. Because water is certainly one of the most important ingredients in your body. You need water to survive, to live. But it's just this clear, transparent, tasteless, odorless substance that it's like if I didn't see the reflections on the side of this thing here, I wouldn't even know the water was in here. Or the reflections on the top here either. The fact that my finger warps when I spin the ball around. See how my finger warps? See my thumb? See how my thumb was warping right here? It's like all fat. That tells me something's in there, bending the light. So, but otherwise, it's like I'm drinking liquid nothing. I'm drinking liquid nothing. Is that why it's significant in religion? Because of the nothingness? You gotta drink the nothingness. Drink the nothing. You gotta drink in the silence. Drink in the silence and the nothingness and the tastelessness of the universe. If you want to have taste as an artist, you gotta be tasteless. I just made that shit up because it sounded cool. It sounded like something I'd see in a movie. If you want to have taste, you gotta first be tasteless. Give up your concern. In some way, that's actually my point. In some way, that is actually my point here. Is that you kind of have to get over your. You gotta make ridiculous videos. You gotta make shit videos. Because that is your fear, right? If you have a fear of making shit videos, the only way to get over your fear is to make shit videos. Something like that. If you're afraid of people seeing your dirty underwear, the only way to get over your fear is just to show them your dirty underwear. So, is this a sermon here, or am I talking about my concern with what people think about? I don't know. I meant to talk about my concern, and it kind of turned into a sermon. That kind of rhymed. My concern and my sermon. See how that went together. That's how I do things. If I when I write stuff on Facebook, which nobody likes, nobody pays attention to except maybe for one or two people. I like to put rhymes in the middle of my sentences and things like that. For me, it makes the reading more enjoyable and more. Here I am talking about water. You see what's behind me? I got a whole shelf full of water. It's like a sign from Allah. What does it mean? I swear I caught a glimpse. Allah is sending me a message with the water being right over my shoulder, but I can't quite interpret. My brain is just not, it's not to that. I need to upgrade. Allah, send me an upgrade. I need the latest version of the operating system or whatever it is you call it. I don't know what you call it, Allah. I need the most recent version, the upgrade. because I can't interpret your signs. I just caught wind of that one. I just caught wind of it, and I can see my sights are right there on it. I can't. There we go. My sights are right there on it. My sights are right there on it. No, didn't get it. People say you're not a real hunter. You're not a real hunter. You can't shoot shit. You can't shoot shit. Ain't that how everybody wants to judge everybody? Do I judge people that way? If I was watching this video and if I was somebody else, would I be thinking that? Like, you retard, ridiculous. You can't hunt. You're not a hunter. You think you can interpret the signs of Allah? Nobody can interpret the signs of Allah. That's fucking ridiculous. That is fucking ridiculous. Allah doesn't even talk to people. You're a retard. There ain't no such thing as God, you fucking retard. You fucking retard. Is that what people will say? They won't say, you a beautiful girl with a mustache and who's highly intelligent and evidently has a indomitable spirit that's, that in itself is kind of lovely in a way. They won't say that. They'll say, you fucking retard. You're here talking about the signs of Allah. The signs of Allah. Oh, look at me. I can't think for myself. I gotta defer my power to Allah. I gotta defer my power to Allah. Allah. What does Allah think of me right now? What is Allah saying to me right now? Is Allah saying, you are my child and in you I am well pleased? Is that what Allah is saying to me right now? Is Allah saying, I keep up the work, just keep doing your work, because what I want is for people to be able to express themselves and to not be afraid to express themselves and to not worry about what other people think. That is what I want. I look at the world and I see people are afraid. They live in fear. What are they afraid of? They're afraid of the opinions and the prejudices of other people. So I need you to get up here on your stage, miss, you pretty darling thing with your mustache, and just make a complete fool of yourself and say, hey, it's okay to make a fool of yourself. It's okay to make a fool of yourself and to present your dirty underwear to the world. Just present your dirty underwear to the world. If I presented my dirty underwear to the world, if I don't upload that video I made yesterday, have I failed Allah? Is Allah the one telling me? Is Allah the one saying you gotta upload that video? I really want you to do that, my sweet darling child, my sweet little sister. Please upload that video. It'll do the world some good. It'll do the world some good. Yeah, and then some people will judge you. They'll judge you. They'll say you're ridiculous. You're a fucking retard. You are a retard. They'll say that. They'll say that you're a retard. You're a fucking joke. I have breathing problems. I don't understand what it is. I think part of the problem is I don't get enough exercise. I kind of just sit around like this in a chair all day. I think that might be part of the problem. Don't get much fresh air, stuff like that. Maybe too much time in my head thinking like I need to cry. I noticed it when I was making the videos. It's funny because I don't notice it during when I'm not making videos. I know that I do this a lot. I know that I do it a lot, but I didn't realize how much I did it until I started making these videos. And I go back and watch some of them, and then I'm just like, oh my God, I think maybe I need to see a doctor. My concern with what people think about me. My concern with what people think about me. My concern with what people think about me. Is that my exercise for today? Is this my mantra? Is this my I'm gonna stick with this one today. This will be my what I meditate on for the rest of the day. Everywhere I go. You think I can do that? I don't know if I can do it. I think I'll forget. That seems to be what happens when I do stuff like this, is I tend to forget. I might do it for like a half hour, maybe 15 minutes. But by 8 p.m. tonight, I won't even have remembered having said this stuff. Is that a problem? Is that a sign of a mental problem? I was researching dissociation on YouTube, going through YouTube and learning about dissociation, and that was one of the things they were talking about as a sign of dissociation was like doing things and not remembering like later in the day, like driving to work or whatever, and then realizing you couldn't remember actually driving to work, that sort of thing. That sort of thing happens to me a lot. So do I dissociate a lot? Am I dissociated right now? Is this kind of sleepy look in my eye evidence of my dissociation? Am I just like is what's causing? If I am dissociated, what's causing it? Is it that I'm in an environment where like I'm causing a problem? You know, I'm working for my family business at the moment. I'm actually at work right this minute. You know, my thing is I'm on call, so I don't help the install crew. I work for a pool company, and I don't help the install crew. I don't help the install crew. My job, cruel. Why do I want to keep saying cruel? Are they cruel? Uh, they've done things in the past I don't like. They've done things in the past I don't like. Would I call them cruel? I would call them typical men. That's what I'd call them. So, typical men. Yes. So I'm here just hanging out basically in case they need something. If they say, hey, pretty young girl with the mustache, we want to tell you that that's what they're thinking when they're talking to me on the phone. I really wanted to tell you that I think you're cute. I really would like to. If we were drunk together, I might tell you that I think you're cute, but I'm not gonna say that. So what I'm gonna say is, hey, can you bring us some PVC pipe and some glue? We forgot it. And I'm like, yeah, you forgot it, was I just making a porn video there in my head? Is that what just happened? Was I just making a porn video? I think I was just making a porn video there. I think if I had kept going with that story, it might have turned into a porn. Am I a slut? I think I might be a slut. Is that what Allah put me here for? Is to just to take it from everybody? Just to say, you're gonna be I want you to be just a hot tamale. That's like I said. I'm put you here to be beautiful, to not be ridiculous, to be enchanting. I put you here to be enchanting. I want you to enchant all those men out there. I want you to seduce them. You're gonna show them what love is, because you're gonna bend over and take it from all of them. I'm like, all of them? Say it ain't so, Allah. Say it ain't so. I don't know if I can take it from all of them. I don't know if I can take it. I think I'd rather act ridiculous on a video and just be like, how was I acting? How was I acting? I'm too tired to act that way now. Too tired. I think that was part of my thing yesterday, was all that Red Bull and the beer that I was having. I think I had a Red Bull before I made that video, and if you watch it, you can see I'm acting like a little bit like that. Not quite. I just exaggerated there. 39 minutes. Nah. See now. Does it look cool if I put my glasses right there? Right there. How about that? Right there. Am I a hot tamale? Even with the mustache? Do you think guys look at me? I don't wear the wig at work. I don't work in the wig. Now, I don't mean at a job. I mean even like when I was working on my van yesterday. I don't wear wigs for doing stuff like that. That's one of the reasons why they end up looking like this. I don't know how to take care of a wig. I never did learn how to take care of a wig. Am I still in denial? Am I still just kind of like dragging my feet? Is the law saying I want you to be pretty? I want you to be pretty. I want everywhere you go. I want you to be turning heads. I want you to be turning heads, and people say, "Whoa, oh my God, who is that? Who is that? Who is this gorgeous tranny? Gorgeous. That tranny is the best looking woman in town. Is that what Allah wants?" Does the wife of Allah give a damn what other people think about her? The wife of Allah. If I become the wife of Allah, will I give a damn what people think about me? Or will I be like the mother of everybody and just be like, you silly children, you're silly, you and your prejudices and your opinions, you're silly, you little children. But I'm your mother, and I'm blind. I can't see you, so you go on and you go on and fall off that cliff. I ain't watching you. I'm not watching you at all. I'm not watching you. That's how I love you, because I don't pay you no attention. Don't pay you any attention. Love is so confusing. Love confuses the shit out of me. Am I supposed to be hard, or am I supposed to be soft? Am I supposed to be tough, or am I supposed to be fragile? Which one is it? I don't know. I don't fucking know. See, I'm proving to people, and now I'm proving that I cannot interpret the signs of Allah. I cannot interpret the signs of Allah. I cannot interpret the signs of Allah. Who can read the signs of Allah? Isn't that what the Quran says? Who can read the signs of Allah? Not me. Not me. Not me. Am I shooting myself in the foot? If I'm going to be an artist, and express myself, do I need to learn to read? Do I need to learn it from the master artist? Do I need to learn from the master artist? What is the master artist telling me? What is the master artist telling me? No. Look at my wig. Look at my wig. Look at me. I feel like I'm running out of things to say. Goodbye, folks.